the market has slowed down. So if you are a seller, you better make sure you're pricing your property correctly. And he was just broken. And sometimes that happens, but you have to tell people the truth. Playboy shit going on right here. 180 degrees. Look at that. West, south, east. All right, so I just got off a phone with somebody that just called me on one of my past videos. And this video was probably about 10 years old. I'm sure you guys probably seen this video in the past on my first channel, which is the Madison model by American West Home. This video is one of those videos that got me the most views on our first channel. So this gentleman had reached on out to me because the price at that time was $500,000. But now, the home is roughly about $950,000, and he was very shocked. But after speaking to him, asking questions as far as where you are comfortable with your monthly payment, how did you come up with $500,000? He started to realize that his comfort level of $2,500 a month in today's market, roughly about 6.75 with principal, interest, taxes, insurance, that his payment will be way over $2,500 a month. And he was just shocked. And I understand. And I was educating this gentleman and explaining to him with all the different type of financing that's currently out there and programs. And he was just broken. And sometimes that happens, but you have to tell people the truth on how things actually work. But I gave him so much information, he was just so devastated. But I explained to him look, man, you're buying your first home. Doesn't mean you always have to go with the gusto. There's no reason to do that. What I realized is that this gentleman, by the end of the call, he was just so distraught that he didn't want to take the time for me to educate him at that point, to help him and point him in the right direction. Look, I totally understand. But the thing about this is this. If you are planning on purchasing a home and you have really no clue where to start or how things work, I would highly recommend that you get with a real estate agent that knows what they're talking about, that has been in the business for more than a decade. Get with them and really understand the market. Get educated. Get with a professional instead of trying to figure all this out on your own, because it's a rabbit hole that you can go down, and by the time you get down that rabbit hole, you're wasting time. You just need to contact a professional, okay? And for you agents out there, this is what's gonna set you apart. The longer you keep doing this, the more files you close, you're gonna have your pulse on the market, you're gonna understand the market. People are always going to have a situation. Your job is to find the solution based upon their certain criteria or their current situation, and you help them out. Your job is to put the pieces together like a puzzle. Now we have that picture, and that picture shows us a roadmap that provides the least resistance and to get them to where they want to be as quick as possible. Sometimes the journey could be a little bit longer, to the point where that potential buyer realizes this is something that I don't want to do. I feel like it's too hard. But what we need to do is create steps for them. We need to hold them accountable. However, at the end of the day, this is my philosophy. You can lead a horse to water, but you can't force them to drink it. As long as you show them how to get there, right? It is really up to them to do the work. Something I wanted to share today. All right, so one of the things I'm currently working on is a marketing material to get more business. So one of the things I'm working on right now, and I realize, is this. I get asked this all the time from every single buyer when it comes to new homes. Which home builder is best, right? Now, there's really 6 ways to find out which is the best home builder. So the first thing you're gonna do is you're gonna find the models that you like. So let's just say it comes down to 3 different builders. First thing that we need to do is we need to take a look at the base price elevation cost. We need to take a look at the lot premium, structural premiums, and percentage of the base price, which talks about options of what people will spend, and also the standard options that come with the home. So in this booklet, we are creating how to break this down, right? And I'm also creating a checklist of things that you need to ask the builder, because a lot of times what happens is consumers get so focused on that nice product, the countertops, the cabinets, the flooring, and it just looks so cool. But what it comes down to is the quality materials and the products that the builders are actually giving you. So I created a checklist here, and the checklist breaks down of general questions. Once you get that information, what actually comes with the home, the quality of it. So like, let me give an example here. On the AC side, what is the brand for the AC and heating unit? They're all different types of brands. How many units are there when you buy this home? 2 units are better than 1, especially when you have a 2-story home. What is the SEER rating? How many tons is the condenser? All these things are important to a consumer, and it should be, because you need to make sure that you have enough coverage to cover the house, okay? I break all this thing down all in here that I'm putting together, and once I have this ready to go, what I'm going to do is I'm going to give this away for free in exchange for that client's contact information. And this is how we build and how we generate leads, because the more stuff that you give away for free, what happens now is we end up building a relationship. It's like a trust factor. Then what happens is you start to realize, maybe I need to hire this person. So I mean, if you're an agent out there, you probably want to give these things for free. So hopefully this thing works. Now, believe it or not, let me show you this. So as an example, I've created this mortgage hacks. And the mortgage hack talks about insider secrets to save thousands on your home loan. How to force lenders to disclose their hidden fees. How to get the lowest possible rate and fees. Look, these are all tips and tricks in here where you can literally save thousands of dollars, right? Look at this. And that's what I'm gonna create, which is the best home builder, right? And what happens is I'll end up giving this away for free online. And this is something that you guys should be creating. So for an example, this right here, when we had launched this, I had received the call, and within probably 48 hours, believe it or not, we landed a buyer for $3 million. And we're currently under contract right now, just from this marketing material right here. Not only that, once we close on the home here in the next week or so, they are planning on buying an investment property. So the time and effort that I put this together and paid for the ad spent on here, I mean, the return is unbelievable. So I couldn't believe it. So the more that you give, the better it is for you. So if you're an agent, you need to create something like this, okay? Still working on this. I'm not that great though. Now, if any one of you guys actually live out here in Las Vegas and know how to play the ukulele, call me, because I want to learn. I feel like you have to have like tweaker hands. Also, another thing I haven't done for a very long time, we're about to do an open house for 2 of my listings this weekend, and I'm going to tell you right now, the market has slowed down. So if you are a seller, you better make sure you're pricing your property correctly, because there are less buyers and more properties coming up on the market. Obviously, I'm getting more and more listings, but they are getting harder and harder to sell. So you better make sure to let your sellers know, in today's market, it's not moving like how it used to. I'm starting to see price reduction. Remember, it's about 18% of the market right now is doing price reductions. So what that means is we're getting more and more supply. What happens is sellers are starting to look around and say, oh, I can't sell my home. Now that they can't sell their home, what they're doing? Oh, price reduction. The other guy's like, yo, I want to sell my home. Price reduction. So now all the sellers are competing against each other just to get rid of their home. So if you are a buyer, this actually puts you in a good position. Now, I'm not saying go out and buy a home, because this could be some warning signs. Could we see a market crash? I don't know. What is a market crash? 10%, 15%? However, there's a lot of deals you could be negotiating out there, because I'm working with some buyers, and some of these incentives and closing costs that I'm getting from the sellers are unbelievable. Here's the valet girl. Hello. You can do a thumbprint here. Just use a fob. Oh, looks like they got yoga and meditation classes scheduled for Monday, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Saturdays. I don't know if you guys remember this unit, but I'm over here at the Panorama Towers, and I got a showing appointment for this unit. Now, I think we had this property in the market now for, I'm thinking maybe 5 months now, but the day it actually hit the market, we had an offer for like 600K. Oh no, I'm sorry, not 600K, what am I saying? 1.6 I think it was, but the owners didn't accept the offer. So, wow, was this door unlocked? Okay, here we go. So with the showings, what we do, especially when you start getting into like these multi-million-dollar homes, the only thing I hate about it is you gotta show up like an hour early. You gotta get everything all ready, get the lights turned on, so that way we can show this property in its best form. Not too sure why this one is not going up. Wait till I show you the view on this thing, it's crazy. This one is not going up. I know there's one on the wall somewhere. Woo, look at that, boy. Isn't that gorgeous? Wait till you see this view. This view is insane. Yeah, with these like multi-million-dollar homes, like you literally gotta like get it all ready so that way you can walk the client through, you can show the client or the potential client what is going on. Oh, look at this. I got it, now it works. Woo! What a life. And we need to figure out why is that one not going up. Make this all nice and beautiful. Damn, look at that pool party going on over there. Woo! I mean, it's kind of loud out here, but wait, when you go inside, watch this. When it shuts. Boom, quiet. All right, we gotta go check the bathrooms. I still gotta figure why is that not going up. I bet you the battery's dead on it. So now what sucks is sometimes agents don't show up, which is a bad thing. However, in this price point in the luxury space, there's only a few agents that are selling a bunch of luxury homes. So if they cancel, what happens is next time you try to schedule, you won't be able to schedule. The luxury space is completely different from just regular residential. Let's get all these on here. There we go. Let's get the bathroom on. All right, we gotta get this thing sold, boys. We gotta get it sold. Okay, turn on the TV. Bam. Ooh, this AC feels good. Man, look at this view right here, guys. All right, we gotta get these TVs on. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna go to my YouTube channel, my video home tours, so that way I can flex. Like, yeah, that's me doing a home tour, like a gangster. There I go, there I go, there I go again. All right, hang tight. I'm gonna do them. All these video home tours. Yo, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's me, that's all me. All right, so I just got done with the showing. Showing went very well. Definitely sold the shit out of this fucking unit. Like, I was selling it like my life depended on it. So things went good, and that's pretty much it. I think I'm gonna wrap this up, head back to the crib, do some work for there, get ready. I'm gonna go hit the gym and enjoy the rest of the day with my lovely wife. So I changed my mind. I was gonna come home and chill with my wife because it's a Friday. It's about 4 o'clock, but I don't know. I can't stay home. So I decided, you know what? We just got this brand new listing. So it's just right down the road. I am gonna go do a video home tour on this property. Then after that, then go to the gym. That's one thing about me is like, I can never like sit at home. Like sitting at home for me is just boring. I'm always on the move. But let me tell you, when it's hot in Vegas, man, you just don't want to do anything. Like, I don't even know why would anybody subject themselves to this torture. But you know what? You gotta keep pushing forward. Funny thing is, like, there's really nothing I really want to buy. I felt like I've already bought everything. I've already accomplished everything I ever wanted. But now it's just, I don't know. feel like I'm just trying to stack as much as cash as possible. I guess we ain't doing nothing until I get my freaking camera, because I forgot my camera. All right, let's get out of here. You guys haven't seen the Green Goblin yet. This, I don't know. Got my wife a new one. She doesn't know. It's gonna be Brooklyn gray, but with all the black trim. She doesn't know I'm gonna surprise her. Still got the Type R, then the Cadillac. But here's the thing. I am debating the next car. Should I get another Cadillac? But then I start looking at a Bentley Spur. But then the question is, do I really want to spend all that kind of money for a Bentley Spur? Probably not, I'm not too sure. But then I was looking at the G-Wagon, which is dope, and that's like $250. The Bentley Spur, I think is like $300. But it's like the Cadillac, I don't really like the Cadillac, but it's so practical for just like my lifestyle, because I have friends and family that come in town. Everybody can just pile up in the back. Then when you have clients, they just love the ride. But I don't like this Cadillac, even though it's the premium package. So if I get one, I'm gonna get the Sport. And the new one, the lens goes all the way across, or the LED screen. I don't know. Let me know in the comments below. Should I get another Cadillac Sport package with the black trim, or the Bentley Spur, which is, I like that old man just cruising type. Like, that's pretty hard, right? I drove a G-Wagon before, and it really feels like I'm driving a Jeep. That's the only downfall. All right, guys, it is Saturday, and we're gonna be doing an open house with one of our brand new listings here. So what we're gonna do is, oh, look at the pink signs, man. How many do you have total? Did you figure it out?
I think it was 21, 14.
So what we're gonna do is, I'll jump in with you. You park, I jump out, throw the signs, boom.
All right.
So we probably just need one. All right, so like I was saying, today's Saturday. It's probably about, what time is it? Oh yeah, we're doing an open house from like 11 to about 3 o'clock. This is the house right here. We're located right now in the master plan community of Summerlin. This is a gated community. It's about 3,100 square feet, 4 bedrooms. Property has a loft and also a den, a beautiful pool. We've got this property on the market. We got to sell this property. So what we're doing is we're putting out our beautiful pink signs. Don't ask me why I bought the pink signs. It's probably because it stands out even a lot more. All right, you ready, Charles?
I'll do it because I have all my stuff in the front.
Okay, you got it?
Yeah. I got
okay.
it.
So, oh, look at this. Dang, that's gangsta. And you're just gonna be like, bloop.
Yeah.
You're so smart.
And I got the tape over here, so I got you.
That's a good idea. All right, so it looks like Charles got that handled. I'm gonna go inside, I'm gonna get ready. And the whole plan here is, what we're gonna do is, once he puts up the signs, we're gonna go in, the owner's gonna take off, I'm gonna get set up, then Charles is gonna stay here at the open house. Then what I'm gonna do is go to every single neighbor, knock on their door, let them know that today we have an open house. The reason why I'm doing this is it's kill 2 birds with 1 stone. Number 1, I'm gonna help the seller sell their home. Number 2 is, I want to set a presence here in this neighborhood. I want the people to understand that I'm the agent that's selling this home, so that way I can meet them face to face. So that way, once this home goes into contingent status, they'll get the letter, they're gonna recognize me, they're gonna remember, hey, this is the guy that knocked on my door, he was able to sell my home, I want to give him a call. All right, guys, so let me just kind of show you guys around a little bit. So upstairs we've got 4 bedrooms and a loft. Down here we got a den, but this is actually converted into a gym, as you can see. The sellers, they actually did the floorings. The back here, the pool is actually gorgeous. Look at that. Now, if you guys want to check this thing out, all you got to do is just go to our first channel. Yeah, just take a look at it and let me know what your thoughts are about this property. But they did a lot of upgrades. You know, they got the Blanca sink, dual basin. You have the RO system, reverse osmosis. You've got the countertop too as well, which is really nice. I mean, they have done a lot with this home. So, I mean, we got to sell it now. That's the game plan. All right, I got Charles at the open house. We had a couple of people come by, which is already cool. We just opened the open house, and we may have picked up a buyer. Now, I'm gonna go to everybody's door, knock on their door, have them stop by the open house. Nobody's home. I've got this blue tape. I'm gonna write a quick note on here, letting everybody know that we have an open house. Look at that view. Man, it's getting hot out here in Vegas. All right. Guess we'll start over here. All right, just to kind of give you an update regarding the open house. We had about a total of 7 people that came by. There were more positive than negatives pertaining to the house. But what I'm kind of stoked about is these pink open house signs. They actually work very well. They stand out so bright from a distance. So worked out very well. But man, I was grabbing these signs and it is 103 degrees right now in Las Vegas. It is way too hot. So I think I'm about to get something to eat. Protein house. After that, probably gonna do a little bit gambling. I feel like playing craps. So maybe might do that, I'm not too sure. Or maybe just go back to the house, do a little bit of work, spend the rest of my day with my wife and just kind of chill. And then we got another open house tomorrow to do as well. Yeah. All right, I'm out.
Hey, 8-hour flight, we just landed in Sorrento. Came a long way from smoking Nicks and rocking Echo. Sprinted to the telly, copped a room, make sure it's penthouse. 30 floors up, can see the world from out this window. Nikki threw the